have some kind of medical skills like you, because otherwise they'll just fuck off. There we go. Alright, so yeah, I just had to tend to the prison outbreak at the moment, but yeah, majority of my people, if they're awake, they're up here. But yeah, it's always when there's a party. Most of the time, generally my people do jailbreaker instead of prison break. Sorry. So usually I have like everybody like turn up out of nowhere and then just try to like, you know, send them to fucking out. Yeah, no, there's a few people in here. There's I think it's Ray Wolfen's getting marrying Mentis. So they should get a pretty good buff from this, hopefully. Because everybody's a little bit sad that Zaggle died. So there's nothing I could do about that. But, yeah. After their marriage, they'll have some recreation time. Like, not everybody's managing to get up here, I don't think. Some people are still asleep. Some people are tending to people. It would have been better if the majority of my people could have gone and attended. Usually everybody does. But there's a few people asleep, and there's a few people that are, they're down. What are you doing, Phoenix? I see you peeking at me. What are you doing? Here's my cat, and he's like just peeking at me from under the desk. Being all stealthy in the dark. Anyway, yeah. I kind of would have liked to have got this like cleaned up. I know Dan's caravan's out of food. They're nearly home. They've been out of food for like half a day. Yeah. If they happen to go past the caravan, they'll be fine. If not, I hope they make it home. Been like a day and a half. Some of them will start having mental breaks by the time they arrive, that sort of thing, you know. But yeah, this whole place ends up getting packed up. I can only ever select up to 200 people at a time, so I never get to know how many exactly is here, but I guess at the moment we've got 180 something incoming. Still, a lot of the time they'll wait for everybody to turn up too, and there's a bunch of people that want to be there but can't be there at the moment because this is going on. But 4 hours, 5 hours, 22 hours. Who's tending to you? It's not Viper. I don't see somebody near the medical staff. Costa, maybe? Yeah, tending to Regal. They might be waiting on them too. I'm gonna have some water. Sorry. It just got like suddenly warm out of nowhere, and I'm like, nah. There we go. Alright. Was that hydrate? Yeah. No, it's just, I still got a sore throat. And, I think I've got a neck warmer on to try to like, kind of like soothe the soreness. They're recreationing already. But, if I like, sometimes if I say certain words or, if it gets like warm out of nowhere, I'll just start coughing. There's nothing I could do about that. But yeah, everybody's going to have some recreation. How you feeling? Well, apart from ravenously hungry, he, did you attend the ceremony? I guess they'll get it after they leave. I know. Some people have got the 20 on it. There's a lot of people that are really hungry. I love that they're jealous of the bride's fucking bedroom. I don't even know where Ray Wolfen sleeps. Oh, man. I could have a look. I don't think they'll be down lower. So I kicked out a bunch of people out of their beds, but I've reset it and everybody got to choose where they wanted to sleep. The way I got rid of the whole issue of like partners not sleeping together and stuff. Bubba, how are you? I will hydrate. I'm trying to fix that at the moment. Yeah, no, they've already got the buff at this point, which is good. Like, not everybody got to attend it, though. How you doing, Bubba? I'm looking for Ray Wolfen's bedroom to see how it's allegedly more impressive. I think she's gonna have... I think her bed's over to the side, to be honest. Let's see if I can spot it all. No, there we go. Okay, what is your bed? Excellent. With a good sleeping box. They don't even have a door on the wall. How is that a more impressive bedroom? Anywho, I guess, maybe it's the ventilation. Anywho, it's not doing good. How are you? Yeah, I'm alright. I don't know if I'm sick, but I'm working on the sore throat. I just ended up, like, waking up earlier. I had a sleep, but I, like, woke up basically, like, drenched in sweat, so, yeah, wasn't great. I could send out a caravan to them, but by the time I get somebody out to them, it's just not gonna... I think you need more medical care than that, love. Let's get you a little bit higher up on that list, because, like, Bitter will probably survive. As soon as you're done... where is Acosta? There you are. Acosta, can I just reset your priorities and get you to get the better medicine? Preferably. She's going to have to run all the way back down there, but I don't believe I've got anybody in this vicinity that's got a higher medical than Franklin, realistically. If Franklin finishes before Acosta gets level with here, I'll get him to work on Regal. If not, like, good luck to Regal. She should be okay once somebody comes over with good medicine, but it's a matter of waiting for that to happen. Alright, Costa's taking a fucking week. What have you got? You got a leg missing. Okay. Is she good enough that, say, you could probably tend to her? Tend to her. And I know you've still got medicine on you. Can you fucking tend to Regal, please? Because you got all your legs intact. You're going to be so much faster. But yeah, that'll work. Anywho, so it's been pretty good. We've had a couple of caravans come home. We are allocating, like, steel around the place, which is great. I just need to make sure that, like, everywhere, all these beds and stuff, and all the other hospital beds that are now only up to components don't get made. I have, like, a whole shit ton of, what do you call them, solar panels and stuff like that I'm gonna get some steel and stuff, and I've decided to go with a what do you call it, like a fucking power buy base thing. I had a word for it earlier. We had a try thing, and I wanted a quad thing, but I can't English, so it's fine. My animals are migrating back to their beds for the night. It's great. Oh man. I'll tell you what, I'm going to pause for a second. I'm going to go try to take my fucking inhaler and see if that helps. And I'll run it out and shit when I do that. So, hold on. I pause that and... I'm back. I have to remember to give a little bit of extra time in the stream. But, yeah, I kind of felt like that was just going to keep going. I'm like, usually with my coughing and stuff, it either gets really, really worse and I, like, deal with it like 20 minutes, or it fucks off immediately with, like, a bit of water and stuff. And, like, it didn't feel like it was going to go away. Like, it might soothe itself in, like, about 5 minutes or so this way. But yeah, marriage ceremony's finished. So let's watch some mass exodus out of here. I love this. Everybody just, like, runs. I love that you can hear the RimWorld nighttime ambience. Yeah, no, usually if I throw a Be Right Back up or whatever, you normally get ambience of whatever the game is, unless I have to pause it, and it's one of those ones where it doesn't have music on pause, obviously. But aside from that, yeah, generally it's fine. Now, Franklin's a really great medical person, so Regal should be fine now, but it really was a long time before anybody actually fucking tended to her properly. I, like, scrolled up and I'm like, oh yeah, there's a lot of people up here. This is kind of cool, seeing everybody go out to their rooms and stuff. Usually when there's, like, a ceremony or something like this, I kind of like to, like, scramble the beds and, like, kick everybody out of the beds, so then when they come back to bed they find, like, a different place to sleep. Because then, I don't know. Normally, it's better off when people are at work. like during the day, to kick them out, because then when they come back to sleep at night, they'll go to wherever is the closest, which will reduce some of the travel. I don't know what the fuck Tade is doing. He's just like wandering around. Yeah, a little bit. Usually it's a little bit easier to kind of like specify to people like stay near your workplace when I normally have beds on either side of the base and like top and bottom and stuff. In this case, I've got a lot more beds on one side of the map, and they are spread all the way up and all the way down. And I have this like this little spot here. Like this would be really great for people that want to use like the equipment down here, and same with this lot. But then let's say I've got all my planters and stuff, and today they had just happened to be up here or something. Like, I'm gonna have everybody then want to sleep up here, which means that the crops down the bottom here aren't going to get tended to and stuff. So it kind of works against me sometimes, but generally speaking, I don't have crops everywhere like this. This is just we're making do. Why is there eggs here? What are you doing, Phoenix? Phoenix, my cat friend, but it doesn't know it. He's decided to join us. What are you doing? Stealing chairs. That's what it is. Alright. I just had to check. Yeah, no, that's still only for corpses. I think the other thing too is every time I yawn, because I know my throat is sore, every time I yawn, I kind of get like, I don't know, it presses on it more so, like, because inside is swollen and stuff, which irritates the fuck out of it. So that's another thing too. But yeah, Regal looks like she's doing fine at this point. She's probably going to survive that. So that's okay. But yeah, before it tried to wipe out Vaso, and because it's night time, we are actually getting some power generation saved, which will be coming from the turbines, realistically. That's going to be coming from them. But yeah, basically, once this caravan gets home, which they're all starting to get pretty stressed out because they're all pretty hungry, but they're pretty close to home. Like, they should arrive in the next day. They might have like mild, moderate malnutrition or something, but once they get home, like, we've got like 1,000 pemmican and we've got 1,000 packaged fiber meals, and we've got 900 odd simple meals. They will be fine. The only thing I can try to do is try to get you guys to clean this fucking room. I keep telling them to clean it. The problem is we don't have floors and stuff properly for it. What the hell are you doing, Phoenix? I'll look over and Phoenix is like flapping his ears all over the place. I'm guessing he tried to groom himself and his ears brushed up against the chair and it like made him uncomfortable. But yeah, I reset all of these earlier so we can use all of them. We haven't been making kibble for a while. Pretty sure at all, because we just haven't had meat. The animals are pretty much getting in here and eating other shit anyway. But I'll let them make up to 1,000 kibble. Because once we've got that as well... I mean, the other thing too is I was trying to prioritize making food before my people just started eating kibble. Mate, you know you could have stayed in a hospital bed, right? Tade wanted to go on an alcohol binge earlier and we have no drugs in this colony, so they got a beat down and put in hospital. And, you know, standard practice stuff. I want to get a few more animal beds. I don't really want this, like, plain leather shit. I'd rather pick a less common material that looks a bit nicer. Like, I don't need it to be wool. A big camel hide. We do constantly... It would take forever in a day. Guinea pig wouldn't be worth it. We do have a lot of sheep. I could make a whole heap of sheep's wool once. That's the thing. That standard stuff. Well, it kind of is. Like, if you try to go on a drug binge here or try to go berserk or something like that, like, generally if you go on, like, a drug binge, you just get, like, smacked around and put in hospital. If you happen to go berserk, you might get smacked down and then put in prison. Like, sometimes you might just get smacked down. Like, that's generally what happens. But there is also the possibility that, you know, you might end up in hospital or prison depending on how angry you are about that particular smackdown. And so, yeah. Like, I was discussing this earlier, that I think that it would be probably better to end up in prison here, because at least then you wouldn't have to do stuff and people would bring you food and stuff. But like, most people in the colony will still get like pretty pissy about it. Well, if you get shot to death, we just reload and we just beat the shit out of you again until you stop dying, and then you get put in prison or hospital. That's how it works here. Inspired taming and what? Just inspiration. Yeah. Like, I don't generally let my people leave. I don't let people do their berserk or slaughtering and stuff like that. It also depends on what else is going on the map. If we happen to be getting like raided or something like that, I just don't have time to deal with somebody that wants to go and have a smoke leaf binge or leave my colony. So they're automatically just going to be put in prison. And if they happen to go berserk and they happen to die during that, that is unfortunate, but I'll just reload and do it again until they stop dying. I could get some alpacas, but we really just need the food, realistically. So, sort that out. We finally got some animals on the map, which is great. Real's still our medical emergency. We've still got a major break risk from who? McJolly. That's fine. McJolly doesn't have life privileges. All she has to do is have one mental breakdown and she gets to be dead forever. We've got a couple of people like that, honestly. We also are waiting on, literally just waiting on this caravan getting home. And I know they've got like trivial malnutrition, but they have like really, really great stuff coming in. The other thing too is we do have a few psychic shock lenses now in the colony, which is great. I also need, what are you doing? You're going for a rest, that's fine. When you wake up in the morning, mate, not the hops plant. Hops plant can't do shit for me. Yeah, no, I basically do revoke people's life privileges. So, if you like do shit in my colony, if you like upset the cart, so to speak, and like go berserk often and slaughter and stuff like that, or you're really frequently tantruming and stuff, you will get your life privileges revoked one like degree at a time. Except for Zaggle got his reduced all the way down because he had multiple medical conditions and Alzheimer's or something at the same time, and he was just basically semi-useless at that point. But yeah, eventually life privileges will be revoked all the way down to 0, and eventually somebody will go berserk again because they're prone to it. And when they do, that's it. Nobody's coming to rescue them. They will either get killed in that fight or they will die because of the fight, because nobody can tend to them. Like Zaggle, with the life privileges gone, when he had a heart attack, he just died because there was nothing we could do for him. I could have used a healing mech serum, but he had like a few different things going wrong. Like I think he had problems with his lungs or kidneys or eyes or something like that, plus his brain and dementia and old age and like just a range of different things at the same time. And I'm like, mate is like, I could use the healing mech serum on him, but it's not going to fix him. Like, it's not going to fix him up to where I need him to be at the moment. So, you know, he had a lot. He had quite a lot, actually. He was one of the few colonists that I saw that have that much. Like, I have got a couple of people in here that have got like really, really bad health. Some of them are their own fault. Some of them have like brought it upon themselves through multiple fights. But some of them are literally just like Grasshopper should have a lot wrong with him. He doesn't have like all the classic stuff, but he's got a lot of shit broken because he's our cook and he's been picking fights from the first settlement. And this is our 3rd settlement. And he should have died a long time ago, but he's a cook. So he's been skirting that line for a bit. But yeah, eventually people just get it revoked and die off. Like Chet has been tantruming from the first location as well. Surprised he's alive. Mostly I'm just impressed with Skizzer. Skizzer's been doing great. Skizzer hasn't had life privileges since Quillen, which was our last location. And he's had some like major berserks. He's been in raid battles and all sorts of stuff. But he is still alive. And I don't know how. Like he just keeps fucking surviving. Like there have been times where I've been like, oh, he's finally gonna die. And then he goes and crawls to a bed or lays down and then he's fine. I'm like, what the fuck, mate? But yeah, anyway, that keeps happening. I also want them to harvest all this stuff because I'm pretty sure I've got some of these set to don't replant. Some of them have got set to replant with trees. Let you guys sow that because I'm trying to get rid of the fucking tree cluster down here so we can use the wood. And I don't need it to be... Realistically, I don't need this getting stored inside. I could say that you guys could store it on the ground. Not the shelves. The shelves are like wasting space. Also, how did the turret get inside here? Really avoids death every time. He does pretty good. I'll take a look at who's got an infection in a minute. What I want is I want you guys to put... Yeah, you can store wood on those, but can I just say that these... I don't want you guys to put wood on all of these. All them. I want raw resources. Pretty sure it's raw resources. Yeah. We could put the wood on the floor. Let me click it. The fuck? Hold on. There we go. I did say I'm dealing with some like sweet lag tonight with 7 Days to Die and RimWorld and stuff because I need to move shit off my hard drive. But, okay. They'll put it on the floor instead. I don't know what the fuck was happening with that. Regal's gotten sick from infection. Well, that doesn't surprise me, Regal. Where is the infection? Your arm. And that's fine. You'll probably be okay. Yeah, no, I've had, I bought a portable hard drive to copy, basically like a year ago, I bought a hard drive for my computer for my streaming and stuff because it takes up a lot of space, like terabytes of space across your gear, right? But I have to now copy that shit off onto an external hard drive so I have space on my hard drive to keep doing the shit that I do. And it's affecting some of what I do, like my streaming program, for one. And I had to back up some of my shit onto my game hard drive because it was the only other one that had room. And so yeah, we are compromised because of that. But yeah, we'll fix that soon. I started most of the process yesterday and it was finished before I started stream tonight, but I had copied everything. I hadn't cut just in case something like crashed. So I just need to delete what I've copied off the computer. That's all I'm waiting on doing at the moment. And then we should have like at least a wiggle room of about 3 terabytes for like what I've copied already. And then that is enough to give me like room to move and the game to like stop like, I don't know, having a seizure. But then I'll just do the rest later. Be fine. Digital space crisis. Yeah, basically, look, it happens. I'm not somebody that's in a position to just go out and be able to buy a new hard drive whenever I fancy. Like, oh no, the 3 terabytes isn't that much. Like, the hard drive itself is 7 terabytes and it's full. That's what the problem is. And I've got like a few hundred gigs on another hard drive. The external one that I've got is only 5 terabytes. So I'm not going to get all of it off. But yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. I've got a server I'm backing up to as well, so I'm hoping that, like, in best case scenario, I've got everything backed up where I need it to be across, like, multiple devices, if you know. Like, some of it has to stay, like, my art shit and stuff has to stay on the computer, and it takes up a few hundred gigs. All the images and stuff that I create for the purpose of streaming and events and stuff like that, like, they take up space too. A nutty death. Radio. But it's a good statue, so let's go see where the fuck I can slap this. Not in here. Not in there. Marriage is on. Cool, somebody else is getting married. I could put it in here, but this has got space used up. Here we go. Perfect. Get some goddamn symmetry going in here. I mean, it's not flawless, but we're working on it. Okay, so Bicol and Mole. Nice. Good on him. He's gonna be happy. He's attended a wedding and he's happy with his wife and all that stuff, so good shit. Sam's got inspired trade, which we do have traders, which reminds me, I need to call in. I completely forgot about this. Where is Labia? Hold on. I could like manually find her, but she's probably roaming around somewhere. Actually, Legrand will be able to do it. Hold on, mate. Can I get you to just call in another ally? And in a few more minutes, I need to remember to call in the green ally, because I want to call them all in so I can sell them some food so that I can get, like, silver. Silver and components is what I need. Tail, when you're done with that, can I get you to just clean this? Sweet. I'm going back to study. It was fun checking the colony. No worries. It was good having you visit. I'm going to stretch. Good stretch. Okay, Dawn's tending to Regal too. That wasn't what I was expecting to pop up when I clicked on Dawn, but okay. Regal, how you doing? I think she'll be fine, because Dawn is like an 11 in medical, and she is being tended to. It's not like she's being left out in the wilderness and undertended, whatever. But yeah, by probably nightfall, I'd like to remember to, you know, call in. The hell are you doing, Silverware? The fuck are you sleeping like that? You look like you're upside down. Are you just on the floor? Oh, you're Iceborne. I feel like that image is not right. I feel like that might have glitched out, Because Iceborne, yeah, you look like you've, like, fucked up something. Like, your head shrunk, like, terribly. Normally, Iceborne has, like, more of this kind of look with, like, the, like, you know, the nice brown skin and stuff. I will pause to check. I'm not so much prawning as much as I need to just pull my shoulders back, but I appreciate it, thank you. I don't know what happened to them, but the head has gone, like, basically. And Tade looks normal, but they're not right. We're just going to pretend that we didn't see Silverware and Hogswell. I'm going to guess that their head just got punched in. Yeah, a little bit, actually. Alright, we're just going to leave them. Because, yeah, on a side profile, right, they're supposed to have, like, a full-size head and stuff. Unless this is what the colonists look like when they look directly at you. Like with the Simpsons, like it's some kind of, like, nah, E just proved that something's wrong with Silverware. I don't know what's wrong with Silverware Iceborne, but I'd love to get a look at her when she gets up and walking next. Because she does not look like that. Something cursed has happened here. Because I was looking at her, I'm like, oh, is she sleeping upside down? I'm like, no, Iceborne's the one with, like, the brown skin and stuff, like dark skin and whatever. Whereas Silverware, I don't know what her last name is. The other Silverware is, like, white as fuck. So, yeah, it's usually pretty easy. That and the fact that Iceborne always wears, what is that clothing? What are you wearing? They always wear the darker plain leather shirt. That's how I can spot them around here too. I normally spot them by that first because I don't know what the fuck the other Silverware is wearing, but I think they're wearing whatever it is. It's like that kind of color, or that color. It must be like camel wear. Yeah, camel hide. That's what the other one is wearing. I do remember what my people are wearing usually when I'm looking out for them as well. Like, I don't just look for the names. Like, I've got like at least 2 jackals. I've got like 2 snakes. I had 3. One of them died. The snakes are pretty similar. Because I've got like 2 chimpanzees as well. Because the funniest part is a couple of times that I was like, oh, this chimpanzee's got all these capabilities. And then I went to click on them. And it was the other chimpanzee. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, I was so confused. But yeah, it all makes sense now. Now I know how many I've got. But yeah, I haven't been replanting this. And I should be. But I just want to kind of get everything harvested. I know I can plant it through winter and it would be fine, but I want my people to go out of their way to go harvest this shit so we actually have food. Because sometimes they'll let it rot. Like, I want to kind of get rid of this section here, or alternatively I want to get rid of this section down here. But I'm planting these out at the moment. They're supposed to be planting strawberries down here, but I just don't think that this is a zone that they will actually tend to. I think I'm better off getting rid of this as a grow zone. I will find somebody in the area that can do plants. You're harvesting rice plant, mate. Have I got a day for you? I have so many trees. I've actually cut down quite a lot so far, but I know that rice grows pretty quickly and stuff like that, right? But when you leave it as just grass in this area, I don't have to do anything with that. My animals will eat it and stuff. It's just that, you know, in winter we'll lose some of the stuff that's growing. I know that the trees usually shrivel up. You can still harvest them, but I don't think you get as much wood. So I've been trying to get my people down here, trying to get them to like take a day and just cut up some trees, and they've been doing it. They have been doing it. It's just that like it's